What's your name?
I don't want.
She got like 2 meatballs in the back of her. Feel me?
What's that supposed to mean?
You got a big booty.
This week on Coulda Been Love.
Dr. Umar sees the world of relationship absent of color.
I know they didn't bring Dr. Umar here to evaluate a bunch of non-African queens. Spiritually transmitted diseases.
That's homegrown right there.
Stop thirsting for the white. Black queens forever, snow bunnies never.
That's kind of racist.
Maybe to you.
Shut the up.
I don't want to get in the middle of some freaky business that you got going on with all these girls.
There's no
Drew,
freaky.
I'm not into that.
My name is Miss L, and we are here for oral sex education.
No, Drewski like his sloppy, so I think he would have liked it.
This is the Coulda Been Love Mud Brawl.
Oh! Keep it clean, bruh. And the physical to the detriment of the intellectual.
4 ladies are going home. Meatball, why the long face?
Just saying. Gotta go.
Oh, I love it when you walk like that. I can't lie, I want that all day, man. It could have been you, it could have been me, it could have been L-O-V. It could have been love. It could have been. It could have been love. Could have been.
While other experts claim the topic of love is as simple as black and white, this man believes it exists somewhere in the gray. As literally the #1 therapist in the world, Dr. Umar sees the world of relationship absent of color. Whether black, white, Asian, or midget, it's all clear to him.
I'm hanging out in Georgia with my big brother Drewski. Could have been love. Who will be his future queen? I know they didn't bring Dr. Umar here to evaluate a bunch of non-African queens. Black queens forever, snow bunnies never.
What's going on?
What's up?
What's good?
Voluptuous woman, thinks she might have had a little work done. That's her business, not mine. First question, your cultural background. What's your ethnicity?
I'm Lebanese. I'm Middle Eastern.
As a young Lebanese young lady, why would you be interested in dating a black man?
That's kind of racist.
Maybe to you.
God, I don't know who the he think he is. I don't even know who the that is. But I'm not with him. That man is racist as
Being Dr. Umar, it's a no-go on the interracial relationships. Why do you want a black man?
I feel like people don't realize how hard that really is to do.
Well, she's also a good girl. She understands me. You know, we met at the club last night, and yeah, like she's a good woman.
What do you think you bring to the table? What's 3 qualities you have that you think would fit perfectly with his life path?
I'm ambitious.
All right.
I have a hustle, like a strong hustle.
Okay.
A good support system
Yeah.
as well. Yeah, she
A
supports.
good-
Okay.
yeah, and I'm loyal. Like I'm very, very, very
Okay.
loyal.
Ambitious, strong hustle, loyal, good support system. A lot of women would say the same thing. What
That's fine.
separates you?
I am the table. There ain't nothing more to talk about right now.
Show 'em. You can stand up and show them about
I'm
table.
not
She
looking.
mean. Okay.
Black queens forever, snow bunnies never.
First of all, I told you I wasn't a snow bunny, so why the is you calling me a snow bunny? You don't even know what the you're talking about, and the internet eats you up. The is really wrong with all y'all that watch him? He lame as in my books.
I didn't say anything that was offensive. Asking a non-black woman why you want to marry a black man when black women don't have enough black men to marry them, that should have not been offensive.
Like, ain't nobody looking at you. You see, that's racist. You're racist. I don't care to even talk to you no
Yeah,
more.
see,
I'm
okay.
so sorry. I can't talk
It's
to
good.
him.
Nah, when I told her to step up, she said she bring the table, so
I
she
got
had the
you.
table.
I got you.
You've seen it
I
sit on
got
that
you.
shelf.
I got you.
It sit up on that
I
shelf.
got you.
It ain't black, but it looked like.
She should have answered that question when I run from it. You feel me?
Nah, you right.
You gotta answer that.
Right.
Answer that.
Yeah, you right.
Because you're in America. You know what I mean? Answer that.
He said black queens over snow bunnies. I'm not a snow bunny, and even if I was, why is you saying that? His first question to me was racist as his last conversation was racist as like, shut the up, nigga.
And I know they didn't bring Dr. Umar here to evaluate a bunch of non-African queens.
I gotta find a way to get these tickets, man.
Hey, Meat.
I'm telling you how much I got.
Meat. Yo, what are you doing, man?
I'm trying to buy some tickets.
You don't need to buy tickets. I'm gonna show you. Just get in the car.
Just trying to get some tickets, that's all. I'm just trying to get the best
I got an
tickets.
app. I got SeatGeek. Morgan Wallen, Beyonce, Post Malone, even sporting events, NFL, NBA. I love using SeatGeek. You can get all that on this app right here.
Say that, okay.
You want to be on the floor or you want the suite?
Top notch. I want to be big up.
Oh, you
VIP.
try to be on the suite. Each ticket is rated on a scale of 1 to 10. So you know you got a good deal.
All right, bad.
So look for the green dots. Green means good, red means bad. Plus, every ticket is backed by the buyer, guaranteed. And you know I came through for you guys. You can use code Drewski10 for your next set of tickets to be 10% off on SeatGeek. That's 10% off any tickets if you use promo code Drewski10. Make sure you click the link to download the app. Thank you, SeatGeek.
Hey, Suasion, how you doing there?
This is
Good to
Dr.
see
Umar.
you. All right, all right. Dr. Umar.
Dr. Umar.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. What's your ethnicity, young lady?
I'm Chinese.
Why are you interested in my brother Drewski?
He a funny ass dude.
Okay.
See some of his videos?
Okay.
Funny. I think he's genuine. I
Okay.
think he's straight up.
That's real.
But you want to be more than a fan. You want to be his queen. What are you bringing to the table that can
What am I
support
bringing
his
to the
team?
table? I was making fried rice for the whole goddamn team.
All right. What else can you do? You got the food. What else?
Everything else. Anything
What else? What else?
A wild card.
What else?
How
You
could
gotta
you
give me
afford-
what else?
Listen, you go to Asia, don't you need a translator?
But he's not gonna be living in Asia all the time. He'll
That's what I'm
visit.
saying, you'll visit.
You can hire a translator.
once
You
you-
want to be the wifey. What skills do you have to be the wifey?
She really didn't have any answers. She said, I'm a good cook. Okay, what else can you do besides cook?
Who is this doctor? Where did they get this doctor from? Because everything I say, he ain't even thinking it's fucking like English or something. I don't know what it is. We're not speaking the same lingo. Okay. What the fuck was that?
Say food, what else?
First of all, I'm a good massager.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
I'm big Chinese. Hey, I'm a
don't
good
forget,
massager.
Don't forget,
But-
you done had an Asian massage or two before.
Yes, sir.
You
But
know,
I got it in China.
Hey, hold on, don't
I
count
had
it out.
one it was a clean one, though. It was clean.
Yeah, it was, yeah.
No happy endings.
Yeah.
But listen,
But you had one.
important question for you.
Yeah.
As a Chinese American young lady,
Mhm.
why do you want to be the wife to a black man?
Because why not?
No, tell me why. The
Oh,
black man is the most ostracized. He's the most persecuted. He's the most maligned American in this country. As a Chinese woman, how can you help a
got
black fulfill
Throw that in
his
there.
dream and his destiny?
Listen, because of everything you just said right now.
Tell me more.
Listen, as a person, Chinese person,
Yes.
they low-key be like put up on a pedestal a little bit.
Okay.
I think we're like the example type shit. I think, if that's the case, why can't it be the same?
For me,
Mhm.
respectfully,
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to see him with anything other than a black woman.
Oh, that's wrong. That's wrong right there. I think you mix it up to get best of both worlds. I'm saying that Chinese and black, that's the best. Black and Chinese, come on. Black and yellow, you ever heard the song? Black and yellow, black and yellow, black. Come on. I ain't crazy. Please. What is he on?
I would never co-sign a black man being with anything other than a black woman.
Well, first of all, I think both sides, very similar situations.
Okay.
You may think it's very different, but it's very similar.
You think it's similar?
I think it's similar.
So you think the Chinese American man has a similar struggle to the black American man?
I say similar.
I know you're not going to
My-
tell me your Asian family is not racist. I'm sure you
Hold
know
on.
that they hold.
Oh, no, I know.
Okay.
They
So
definitely
how
got
will
some
you deal with that if
stereotypes.
you have mixed race children?
I won't say though, my parents, they train. Because all my best friends,
Answer my question. How will you deal with the racism from your Asian family towards your Blasian children?
well, I'm about to drop them.
Thank you for coming in.
But everything I say, it just seems like going one ear out the other. He don't give a f. I was like, okay, like shit. I mean, what you want me to do? Become Jesus or something? Yo, what the f? I got set up.
What?
Who you talk to? He came in, he was like, your parents, basically saying your parents racist. I'm like, hold on.
Oh, he did the racist shit to you too. Me too.
Oh, he definitely did. Umar, bro, Umar, where the f you come from? Out of nowhere, waking me up by my sleep to do this shit. Asking me all these federal ass questions. This is crazy as hell. Oh, nah, this is crazy. That's a setup.
And you going for one queen, not two.
I'm going for one.
Monogamy.
No.
All right,
I'm not doing
all right. No
monogamous.
polygyny.
No.
All right, I know you lying,
Not
but it's all
multiple.
good.
No. I really won't. I won't. When I find that one, I'm settling down, man.
Okay,
I'm done.
I can respect that.
I think he's trying to Drewski.
Yo, maybe.
I think you trying to Drewski. She ain't saying nothing else about nothing else other than Chinese stuff. That's it. I think you want to date him. I don't know, man. Might be gay.
Black Queen.
Good evening, Empress. How are you? What's that name, young lady?
Nugget.
Good.
What can you bring to his table as his queen? What skills, talents, attributes, interests?
Show him what you be doing. Yeah. Show him what
Okay.
you do.
Okay. You in the gymnastics? All right.
That's it.
All right. Flexible. All right, Sister Nugget. Away from the physical, what can you do to help him build his empire?
You sit
right?
back down. I got you.
You got a black man building an empire. How can you support that as his wife? Talk to me about what you bring into the table.
You know, I can listen to his ideas.
Okay.
You know, see what
Okay.
I felt that she overly relied on the sensual and the physical to the detriment of the intellectual.
What's your background? What's your professional background? What have you done? Give me your work resume, college resume. Talk to me, career resume.
I don't know what was going on. He was just asking me a lot of questions. I don't know. He took me fast. I'm a massage.
You're a massage therapist.
Tell him about the strip.
Okay. What else?
I dance.
So you just do the freak off stuff. That's what you're telling me?
No, she don't do no freak off.
Okay, we don't do the freak. Okay.
No.
It's more than sensual.
Yeah, more than.
Okay, I got you. Talk to me about the non-sensual assets you bring to the relationship.
I dance. I'm an entertainer.
Okay, you still dealing in the sensual though. Give me the non-sensual.
No, she entertains.
Okay.
I twerk.
He'll be pleased physically. I got you.
Yeah.
But a relationship is only 25% physical intimacy. What about the other 75%? What kind of mother will you be?
I'm a good mother.
Okay. Do you want more children?
You got kids already?
Do you have children already? How many?
3.
How many baby dads?
2.
Have you ever been married?
She had 3 kids.
No.
Okay. Do you want more children?
You got 3 kids.
So you got 3. How many more you want? Nugget. How many more babies?
Huh?
How many more babies you want?
If Drewski want kids.
If Drewski, do
I
you
know
want
you
some
had
children?
3. Yeah.
What kind of business you going to bring to the table? How do you want him to expand?
I do teeth whitening.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, my little baby, she a dentist.
Thanks for coming in, Mama. Great job.
Yeah.
Thank you.
All right, Nugget. Work on that, not just the
Nugget,
sensual. All right.
We're gonna work on more.
All right, Nugget.
I didn't know you had 3 kids.
What? We didn't really have our own one-on-one time to talk. And
Don't start massaging
But he
me
did
now.
say he don't mind being a.
Don't start massaging me
stepdad.
now.
That's a
You
good
didn't tell
thing.
me you had 3 kids.
What's wrong? Is that a problem?
Nothing wrong with 3
It
children.
ain't no problem. Yeah,
Nothing wrong with 3 children.
Yeah. You was using the condoms.
No, that's not my kind. Why are you still talking?
Too much
about that?
information.
No, you're right. All right, there's somebody else. I'll take care of the 3 kids. I'll take care of them.
That's what men do.
All right, yeah.
I need to know what your vulnerability is.
Drewski accepted the fact of me having kids, and he said he'll be a stepdad. So it may work out like I wanted to.
But a lot of her assets were limited to the bedroom. And a woman who's only bringing the physical to a relationship is never going to be a good match. So she struck out.
I want to suck me too. I want to me too. Oh, shit. Jesus Christ.
Oh, that shit really
Hey,
simple.
And I dance. I give eye contact.
All right, Black Queens forever,
Black
Snow Bunnies
Queen.
never. How you
Yeah.
doing, beautiful caramel?
Good.
What's your name, good sister?
Deja.
Here go the wife. Here go the wife.
That
Now,
right.
I
my
knew
first
you were
question.
like one.
What can you bring to the table? He should marry you. Why? He should put you on the throne. Why?
Cause I'm that bitch. I mean, we
Lord
give
have me. You're that queen.
Yeah,
You a
we
queen,
give off the
mama.
same
Queen, not
energy.
You a
bitches.
queen.
We both
Queens.
I mean,
Stop cursing, Philly.
oh my fault. I'm sorry.
Queen
That's the
status.
background. That's the
Queen
background.
status. What you bringing to the table? Talent, skills, gifts, interests.
Food.
You can cook.
Hey,
Yeah.
show me
Everybody who
that
done
little
sat
dance
here
she
can
be
cook.
doing.
Give me something other than
She-
food. We
she
had
can do-
Chinese food, Lebanese
She
food.
talented, man.
We had
I'm
small
telling you.
woman food. Now we got Philly food. What can we do besides food?
I don't know. I'm a rider.
But he's a businessman. He ain't a corner boy now. Now, if he was a corner boy, you could be a ride or die chick.
Yeah.
He's a businessman. How can you add to the empire? Come on, Philly.
Yeah,
Come on, Philly.
Good. He good. He good.
Come on,
he
Philly.
good.
What separates you apart?
Well, she's smart. I do always tell you that.
Do you have any children?
I do tell you that.
Any children?
I do tell you that.
Any children?
I tell you that.
Yeah.
How many? Do you have children?
Not at all.
Do you want children?
Yeah.
Okay. What type of mother do you think you'll be to your children?
You posted that
She posted what?
Never mind. She had,
Yeah, it's okay. I love
yeah,
kids.
my bad.
Really,
No, what was that? We might need to evaluate.
Nah, it's up to her. That's her business.
Okay,
I ain't
that's
gonna put it out there. I ain't gonna put it out there.
okay.
Hey, yo.
How did your last relationship end?
Not so good.
Not so good. Was it abusive?
Not at all.
It wasn't abusive.
No.
What was the main issue as to why it failed?
I feel like
Was it money? Was it infidelity? Was it lack of communication? Was it poor sex? What was it?
Jealousy. It was a using situation.
He was controlling?
Yeah.
And he was using.
He
But
was
see, with us,
a manipulator.
I feel like we both
He
bring
was a
something to the
manipulator.
table.
Yeah.
Do you think you're going to
Alright,
carry
I'm
some of those fears into a relationship with Drewski?
Not at all. If
Not
you're
at all?
manipulating ass motherfucker,
No,
then
I
no.
ain't.
Okay.
I ain't.
And at the same time,
I
you're
don't
not.
with narcissists either.
Okay, you don't like narcissists.
Narcissist.
Are you a narcissist? Because most successful black men are. Drewski, are you a narcissist? Are you a narc or a narcissist?
She said the wrong one, man.
No. Are you a Negro? Are you a narcissist?
I'm neither.
You neither.
Neither.
Okay,
I ain't no
that's
narc
good.
or no narcissist.
How do we know you won't step outside the relationship given his busy schedule? Do you have some infidelity tendencies?
I ain't even gonna lie. I'm really a faithful type of person.
Okay, so
But
you
do
ride
you
and die.
get horny?
Okay.
The question is, do you get horny? The
Well, that's
question
what
ain't.
so you have you ever cheated?
You could be loyal all you
Have
want,
you
but
ever
do you
cheated
get
in a
horny
relationship?
when I'm out the house?
Yeah.
Because she was honest and offered her answer in front of Drewski and myself, in front of two black men in a room full of white video men, I was very impressed by her honesty.
Do you fart?
No, I ain't fart.
Something on that chair. You can't leave no skid mark on my couch now.
All right, Philly. So far, Philly winning.
She good, man. Now I told you, I said we got some
most
real.
women ain't gonna be that
Most
honest.
women ain't gonna
You
be that
understand?
honest. Have you ever slept with a woman outside
Of the
black
race. Never.
Never. You can
Never.
say that with a straight face.
In the presence of my ancestors, never. Now, let me clarify. It's not because I'm against the Arab or the Jew or the Anglo-Saxon or the Latino or the East Indian or the Chinese or the Mexican. It's not about hate. It's about loyalty to the black woman.
I don't believe you've never stuck your in some white pink.
The Most High Almighty
It
God.
is some good white pink out here, man. I'm trying to convince you on it.
But
You ain't had it
you
yet.
dealing
But
with
listen,
the carnal.
you
You're
might.
dealing with
You
the
may.
carnal. I need you to deal with the consciousness, Drewski. Stay with me, because every time you lay with a woman, you exchange spiritual energy, not just physical fluids, bro.
So you don't use condoms.
Yes, but when you get, even if you use the condom, there's still a such thing as spiritually transmitted diseases. Spiritually transmitted diseases. You can pick up a demon laying with that woman, brother.
Some of them demons.
You ever get out of bed and feel a little differently than the way you got in it?
Don't you put that demon on me, Dr. Umar. Don't you put that demon on me. Don't you do that. Don't you do that.
No, but check it out, Drewski. It depends if they identify as black. And by the way, my paternal great-grandfather was a Cuban, right?
That's what I'm
But
saying.
stay with me. But they got to identify with the race. In other words, you can have
So
two.
you f***ed a Cuban before?
No, I've never dated a Latino.
A Puerto Rican?
Wait, yes, I've dated a Puerto
I
Rican.
told you. I said it.
No, that's
You
not
don't f*** outside the race.
That's not
That's not African American, man.
Drewski.
That's Latino. They speak another language, brother.
Language don't matter. Race is not a language, and race is not a culture. Stay with me. So you can be Puerto Rican. That's your nationality. You can speak Spanish. That's your language. You have white Latinos. You have black Latinos. You have white Puerto Ricans. You have black Puerto Ricans. You have indigenous Puerto Ricans. You have white Cubans. You have black Cubans. You have indigenous Cubans. You have white Dominicans, black Dominicans, indigenous Dominicans. Drewski, you could walk in here right now and say you feel you identify as a
Well,
white
I
man.
sometimes be telling them I'm Puerto Rican.
Look, Supreme
By the
Court.
hairline right here, you see that?
You got a little Latino thing. Do you have Latino blood?
No, I got German in me a little bit. I actually got
That's
a
the
little
slave
bit. Of that.
master.
Yeah. Oh yeah. That's
Don't,
probably
we're not counting him.
Yeah, we ain't gonna count that.
How we doing there, my beautiful African queen?
Hey, what's up?
What's the name?
Bambi the motherfucking goat.
Baby the goat.
Bambi.
Bambi the goat. What are you the goat of, Bambi?
Me, I'm a Capricorn, so yeah. So I'm be honest with you, I didn't know who the that was.
You just got
What
the
are you the goat
bathtub.
of?
I just got the tub. Nah, I just got it done again sleep.
You need to get in the tub.
I
I've been
get,
telling you to
nah,
get
I
in
had
the
to.
fucking
You
tub.
ain't told me.
I told you to get in the
ain't
tub
told me
2
get
days
no
ago.
Drewski,
You been should have got in
you
the
ain't
tub.
told me get no motherfucking
We're not gonna do
tub.
that. We're not gonna do this in front of Dr. Umar.
Bambi the goat.
This a doctor. This a
I'll
doctor.
put that on your face and let
This
you
a
smell it, man. Juice Kid, you wild ain't that?
Okay, what's your background? You want to be my brother's queen? Tell me what you bring into the table.
Shit, I got
assets, gifts, talents,
shit.
interests, experience.
I cook, clean, suck dick, and shut the fuck up.
You clean and you know how to shut up. So you would be more of a servant wife. You're just gonna do what you told.
More like submissive, yo.
I don't have a problem with submissiveness. But normally, some men, when they're empire building, he's empire building, I'm empire building, we tend to want a woman who can be submissive.
Yeah.
But who also has...
And who will shut the fuck up.
True, but who also has some assertiveness.
Suck, right?
Oh, Lord, stop it.
That's why I said, you get you a little mess going before you get up out of here. I got you. Go ahead.
Stay focused, Bambi. Consciousness over the cookies, Drewski.
Okay.
Politics over the punani.
You're right.
Revolution over the romance.
Yeah.
Institutions over intimacy. We must build before we have love.
You're right.
Otherwise, what we making love for?
Ain't nothing wrong with a little bit of head, though.
Yeah, right.
Listen, that's TMI. That's TMI. That's real hood. You're acting real ghetto.
Nah, ain't nothing wrong with no head, man. A little bit of that sloppy, man. I tell you, get you right
The
every
problem
time.
with Black America is we got black people and we got ninjas. Y'all acting like ninjas right now. I need y'all to act like black folks. Now, what are you bringing to the marriage?
Man, I'm big as hell. I'm already saying
Sit
up.
up. Act like a queen.
She's cute. No, physically, she's cute. That's not the issue. But her personality is extremely aggressive. There is no filter. She goes from 0 to 100. A man building an empire cannot do it with a hood rat. Do you have a tendency to snap off in public around people? Are you emotionally secure? Or are you a loose cannon? Because I'm getting loose cannon energy.
Shit, sometimes I could pop off.
If you catch him flirting with other queens, what will you do?
You flying for?
No, you spit when you said pop off.
Okay, you spit on him.
I caught something.
It came out of your tongue ring, your lip ring.
When you said pop off.
Pop off. Look, don't be flirting. Hey, first off,
If you catch him flirting, what would you do?
What the fuck you mean? What he need to flirt with somebody else for when he got me? I'm already big as three. I'm 3 other women. Baby, if he want another bitch, I'll switch my wig. I could be Janet Jackson or Kelly Rowland. Which one you want? Hold on, he already was flying with somebody. And why the fuck you bring somebody to the house without our permission?
I don't know about this one, Drewski. This a ride or die. Maybe chief of security.
Let me talk.
Chief of security.
Chief of security. I don't know about queen status. Listen, when you date a man.
This is security.
Okay, you sure?
Hear him out, though. Hear him out.
Okay, what that say? What that say?
Just say my name.
You already got his name in.
Yeah, that's my
Let me
man.
tell you the first definition of crazy woman.
Me?
To get a man name tattooed on your body before he's yours.
He is mine.
No, he's not.
Yes, he is.
Loose cannon.
You see how
I'm going to
close we
give you a
is?
diagnosis right now.
Hear him out.
Thirsty disorder with crazy tendencies.
Bitch, well, give me some water. What you talking about?
I don't know if you're emotionally controlled enough to be the wife, because the wife has to see something she don't like and still conduct herself like a queen. I think you will go into ghetto mode. I think you will go into ghetto mode when you're not supposed to. You got to be classy at all times when you're going to be the wife of an empire builder. I don't think you're there yet. Are you there yet?
Very much there.
Are you sure?
Do you not know what the
You said if you caught her with another queen.
Do you know what the you did last night? You talking about?
What I do?
It wasn't nothing classy about shit you did last night.
What I do?
Girl, you got on the counter. You left a little bit of sludge on the bar.
What's sludge? What's sludge? What's sludge?
That liquor was wasted. Stop lying, nigga. Every day I take a motherfucking shot. I told you, you want me to put this on your nose.
She's not going to be the wife.
I am going to be his wife.
No, we're done.
I know, I'm getting off. I'm going to stand out business about my man.
I'm going to refer you to the security team. You would be an excellent security guard at the front gate. We thank you, my queen. Black queens forever, snow bunnies never.
Huh?
Black queens forever, snow bunnies never. You're a black queen.
You're a black queen.
I had to make sure I heard what you said correctly.
What you thought I said?
I thought you said something about he need a snow bunny or something.
No, we don't bunny hop. No bunny hopping.
Drewski, stop playing with me.
African queens only. But I want you to get rid of that pink hair. I want your natural hair. Go
I
natural.
ripped this wig off so quick you better not play with it. Don't
Take it off.
with
With the
it.
natural hair. Take it off. Get rid of them damn weaves. Bring that nappy hair back. If I can't grab it, I can't have it.
He talked too motherfucking much.
She was ratchet. She was the fellatio queen.
What's up? This white chocolate.
Good afternoon, white chocolate. The name. Are you a mixed race sister? He said white chocolate.
Yeah.
Or are you
mixed.
Caucasian?
I'm Caucasian.
And what is your Caucasian ethnicity?
What do you mean?
Are you Swedish, Nordic? Are you
I'm
British?
I have Puerto Rican in me.
Okay, so you got some Puerto Rican. Which parent is Puerto Rican?
My dad's side.
And your mama's side is?
White.
And then she
Just
got
white. So
family.
Anglo-Saxon and white Puerto Rican.
And her family members are.
Like mainly black. I got a black family. My stepdad.
Okay, but you identify as Caucasian, correct?
Correct.
Okay, so we definitely Snow Bunny.
I was not aware of Drewski's type, but if I had to guesstimate what his type is, I would unfortunately have to say I think Brother Drewski prefers a non-African woman. She is not a melanated queen.
My first question, as a white woman, as a Caucasian young lady, why do you want to marry a black man?
She's actually never dated a white dude at all, ever.
Okay.
She dated all
So
black
she
guys.
loves chocolate, nothing but chocolate milk.
That's why we call her white chocolate.
Why?
Yeah, she loves chocolate milk.
I'm just not attracted. I'm just not. They just don't do it for me.
The white guys don't do it for you. What are you attracted to in the black men?
I like all the ranges of skin tones.
Okay.
Like I can relate to them more. So I feel like with me always being around black people, being with black people.
Being around black is not the same as being black.
Absolutely.
Okay.
You're absolutely right. But I feel like I just relate to them. Like I can listen to what they have
She
to
can
say.
relate to me in a lot of ways. Yeah.
Okay.
I do listen. I'm here to
She
listen.
listen to rap
Listening.
Other than dating black men, have you ever actually tried to help the black struggle as opposed to help yourself to black men?
Right. I've been at 3 protests that were near me.
Just 3.
Just 3 that was near me. Yeah.
Let me ask you.
I'm gonna go to
That's a
the next
lot
one. I'm gonna go
because-
to the next one with you too, baby. I'll go to it with you.
I'm a
thirsty.
nurse.
He's definitely wanting the white milk.
Yeah, no,
He's a bunny hopper. But here's my question.
At times.
My question.
I can't indulge.
She didn't let her emotions get the best of her like Mrs. Lebanese. But nonetheless, not being a sister, she cannot be a recommendation.
If I get pulled over and a black person's with me, we're getting searched. I know that.
Okay, hold on.
So
now. That
that's
ain't all the time.
That's not all the time, but
Yeah,
it's way more
slow your
likely.
roll.
It's way
Slow
more
your roll.
likely.
Will you be willing to sign a prenuptial agreement? And the reason I'm asking is when we look at RG3, we look at Michael Strahan, we look at Tiger Woods. Would you be willing to sign an ironclad prenuptial agreement?
Yeah, prenup is not an issue when you make your own money.
Let's bring it out. Then.
Okay.
Let's,
She's good with the prenup.
Get the papers.
Will I sign a prenup? Yes. Money's not the problem. Money never the problem.
Holy shit.
You sound like a decent woman, and I wish you well.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, white chocolate. Thank you. Yeah. That's homegrown right there. Too.
Stop thirsting. That's what's wrong with you,
You
Negro.
right.
Stop thirsting for the white vagina.
Yeah, you right. You right.
And as you know, Dr. Umar's rules is black queens forever, snow bunnies never.
I do not support interracial marriages at all.
Prize Picks is the most fun I've had, winning up to 25 times my money this season. You just select 2 or more players, pick more or less on their projected stats, and place your entry. Testing my skills on Prize Picks this season is the most exciting way to play daily fantasy sports. Quick withdrawals, easy gameplay, and an enormous selection of players and stat types are what make Prize Picks the #1 daily fantasy sports app. If you have the skills, you could turn $1,000 into $25,000 with just a few taps. I do it all the time. It's easy. I can make picks with my eyes closed. I win every time. I pride myself on athletic ability. I do it on the court, off the court, on the field, off the field. I do it on the app or off the app. More or less.
Tonight, ladies, tonight we're going back to school. We're doing it with the best teacher in the world. She is a perfect example of what happens when you persevere, put your mind to something, and put in the 10,000 hours of work it takes to become a true pro. She is literally #1 in the world at what she does. And what she does is sloppy top.
Like corn on the cob, huh?
She is a fellatio expert, and she has given millions of fellatios.
Millions?
Mm-hmm. Millions.
Millions?
That's a lot.
Without further ado, I would like to introduce you to Professor Linda Kuhn.
Hi, I'm Miss L, and I am certified in oral sex education. Hi, girls. My name is Miss L, and we are here for oral sex education.
I'm not expecting, like, you know, this old lady to, like, really know how to, like, suck.
I sucked before, like, that ain't nothing to me. You feel what I'm saying? Like, I'm 22, I can suck a it ain't nothing. She too old to be doing it.
My man was very happy for 33 years. Okay.
I know that's right.
And my word to y'all is practice makes perfect. I love oral sex, especially to a man. Over 25 years, I have given many.
Hello? Mommy.
Hey, yes.
What's going
I'm
on?
here.
Yeah.
What's going on with you? I haven't talked
I don't know.
to you.
Yeah, you know, I've been in this house with all these girls. It's been
all
crazy.
these girls?
Yeah, I don't know. If they can hold up to y'all standards, that means they can be good in the house. Y'all a tough cookie to crack, so.
Well, I don't want to get in the middle of some freaky business that you got going on with all these girls.
There's no freaky.
Drew, I'm not into that.
Number one rule is no teeth on
What we
the
doing
penis.
with these bananas now?
You're going to go ahead and with your mouth, you're going to make a circle.
First, I was confused and I was like, let me take notes because Juice is going to need this. So I went to taking notes. She was telling me how to hold my mouth with an O and how to stick it down the back. And I know I'm going to need a little practice, Juice. So please bear with me on that part. Like, please don't do anything like shoving. I'm not ready for that. Take it slow.
You do a little bit of suction on it, okay? We do not slobber all over it.
Yo, I'm a whole ass virgin. You gonna give me this big ass thing? What the But that's what I do, though. I split it in the back of my throat. And when I take it out, it's just gonna be
When you
wet.
first put it in, you don't put it all the way in.
Dummy.
I mean, she knows what she's talking about. I can't lie. She knows what she's talking about.
Grab the bottom of the shaft with one hand.
So this the head.
What if it's curved?
If it's curved, there shouldn't be no problem. You
Oh,
just
okay.
put your mouth and go around it. Size does not matter. It's all the same. If you have a technique.
Can you take that right there in your head? It's because you have less teeth. Oh.
How? Just how? Showing us tricks I never even seen.
I did not expect it, to be honest.
Just to the head. You take your tongue. If you give them oral sex, they will reciprocate strenuous intercourse. I want you to start, once you get the head, I want you to start doing inch by inch. Go down the. You get an inch down, take your tongue and twirl it. Go down the next, twirl it. And this is the start of it. When you get to the base, then you can do a couple up and downs. I hope that I helped Drewski, and I hope that the women that took this information will use it and practice maybe on Drewski.
The other girls in the class, they was eating that shit up. They was with it. I'm not gonna lie. They was writing down notes. They was asking her questions.
You eat.
Yes.
Ugh. Ugh. Now that's what I call a woman.
What happens if you throw up on a
Do we get too close to the Yeah, you definitely gonna make him stay home.
You don't want to do this and have him explode. You want him to last. Inside has more nerves. It will make him.
All the nerve endings on the backside of the tip. And, you know, I'm a nurse, all about the anatomy. And it is nerve endings, so you can't forget that area.
If you want to slow him down, you go to the outside. You take your thumb. You put your thumb up in there and you take your thumb very gently. Take and rub your thumb around and around.
I like rubbing my thumb around that hole though.
Ew. I like the thumb thing. I'm gonna be taking that.
Y'all go
Professor
loud.
Kuhn,
Yes.
are you forgetting something?
No.
We like it raw. Keep it real.
Natural is the best way.
I like him. Talk to me. You hear me now?
I don't like that shit in my mouth.
What if one of these ladies wants to one day be board certified like you are? You are certified, correct?
Right.
When you did get your certification, what exactly was your final exam?
They brought in different types of fruit. We had to perform on that.
So you're telling me you had to suck a for your test?
Mm-hmm.
Don't eat it. Oh, wow. She closed her eyes. That's how you know the suck about to be good.
See how my cheeks go in?
Yeah, you carved. Oh. Oh, what the
shit now.
Oh my
Miss
God.
Al, you a freaky motherfucker now.
She was cucumbers and eggplants.
And then she's just like,
I'm 70 years old. Thank you, my love.
I needed it.
And hopefully you can all use this valuable information
I will.
on Drewski at some point.
Bro, they had a lady come in and try to teach her about sucking.
Man, hold up.
But you know, look, you know, I don't need a lot of teaching on it. I know what I'm doing. I don't know about everybody. Then she was a white, old ass lady. I asked her, do you know how to suck while you teaching us? Let us see. Man, she unraveled that motherfucker banana, stuck that hoe down her throat. She surprised me.
If Drewski was there and he seen that, I don't know. You know, Drewski like his celebrity, so I think he would have liked it. I think he would have liked it. You know, he like his that get down and dirty.
This is the Coulda Been Love Mud Brawl.
Put them up against each other. Y'all been fighting in the house, doing this, screaming, this, scratching, scraping for shit. Put them in the mud. We gonna see who wanna squabble.
I think you all pretty much already know that Drewski loves a woman who can clean up. But what you might not know is he also loves a woman who can get dirty.
Down and dirty.
Sloppy.
Yeah.
Gross.
Nasty.
Filthy.
Yeah.
That's me, that ass.
Unwashed.
Oh, we know.
That's what Drewski likes.
Yeah.
We know some of you are already wrestling with your sexualities. You can take that out in here as well. Our first match is gonna be TT Baby versus Meatball.
And y'all in here playing. I don't got time to play. Playtime been over, bitch. This real life. And I'ma show you.
Ladies, want a clean wrestle?
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go! Let's go! Let's go! Oh, shit! No.
Good wrestle.
Why you ain't put the head cap on?
He did.
Oh, shit.
Meatball.
Yeah, clap it up.
Next wrestling matchup, we have Bambi.
Bambi. BBL against.
No, BBL.
Yeah. I like my girl natural anyway. Come on. Come on. Hey. Keep it clean. Keep it clean. Oh!
I don't know what the type of mud that shit was, but that shit was slippery as My nails are ruined. My skin is literally tinted black.
Keep it clean, bro.
That's a match. That's Bambi.
Oh. Yeah. God damn. Your shit not even coming on. You needed this for a minute too. I was trying to. We're gonna keep you over here.
This next match is gonna be a call-out match. Nugget, is there anyone you want to call out? Tyler.
Whoa.
Nugget and Tyler.
Okay.
All right. Enter the pool.
Ain't nothing wrong with a little shrimp. Come on, son. Get your ass in there.
Let's go, Nut.
They gonna make it fair and square. Come on. Get in there. Get in there. Hey, oh. Okay, all right. That's abuse right there. Don't. Hey. Pull him back. Hey, pull him back. Don't do that. You can't put her in the chokehold like that.
Keep it clean.
She's too small for that. Yeah. Look at Nugget. She's trying to sneak her. Yeah. Tear him on. Yeah, get her, Nugget. Go ahead, Nugget. Oh, shit. Yeah, what the hell going on?
ACL.
What happened? ACL? Oh, man, y'all. She got barbecue sauce all on her. CL.
Should I go get somebody else?
No, you done enough damage.
Yeah, huh. Let's do it. Come on, T-Grin, show them what it is. Oh! Tigran. Come on, Tigran. Tigran, come on, show him. Show him. Oh. Oh, oh. Hey. Yeah.
Round two.
Don't try to pull her shirt off. Yeah, she ain't going for that. Hey. Yeah, she ain't going for that. Oh. Oh. Yeah.
We built like men. We know how to control ourselves in situations like a real man.
Asian persuasion. Daddy Yankee. Yeah. I like that. Oh, shit. Oh.
She got up on me. She's like on top of me, trying to punch me. Okay, first of all, does this face look like it eat hits? No, it don't. No, it don't. This face do not look like it eat hits, bitch. This face make money. That's all it do.
Yeah, Daddy Yankee. Yeah, Daddy. Oh, shit. Yeah, Daddy. Yeah, Daddy. Yeah, Daddy. Yeah, Daddy.
It's clean.
So then I was like, not me, bitch. So I grabbed her.
So how you do that shit in jeans, Daddy? Yeah, Daddy. Oh! That might be a tie. Tie. Back it up.
Got Country and Demon. On the whistle.
Don't be scared. Hey.
She's got me up, down, all around. I'm backwards. She kind of swept the floor with my ass.
Oh, shit. Hey, break it up.
Ladies, great job out there. The wrestling was great, but I think what we like to see the most was the sportsmanship and the support you showed for your
Clap it up for yourselves.
Your fallen soldier nugget as well.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, the next step of this process is one of you or more of you are going to have to head home. We're going to go directly to eliminations from here. We'll meet you up there.
Only one girl can win my heart, and that's that. We gotta do cutting at some point. It is what it is.
Ladies, you quit clapping early. Meatball, why the long face? Well, I got some good news for y'all ladies tonight. Tonight, one lady's not going home. 2 ladies are not going home. 3 ladies are not going home. And I got some bad news for you. 4 ladies are going home. 4 ladies are going home. And the rest of you...
You said good news. What's the good news?
One lady's not going home. 2 ladies are not going home.
4 people were going home. We've made friends, so our friends are on the line, you know. Anyone can be eliminated at any time.
For the 10 girls that do get to stay, you'll get to go jump in the pool, which I know you guys are looking forward to. Without further ado, let's bring out the man of all of your dreams, Mr. Drewski.
Look at you looking all sharp and we looking all muddy.
Well, let's not forget we are competing also, not just for my love, but for $50,000 presented by Prize Picks. Clap it up for that.
Okay, ladies, we're going to do this pretty quick. So there's going to be 10 of you who are going to get a rose. Come up and collect your rose if your name is called. If your name is not called, you're one of the final 4. You are going home.
My heart like boom, 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 boom.
Okay, the first lady who gets to go jump in the pool and get all that dirt off your body.
Must be talking about me. Bro, if he choose somebody else, bro, they gotta run with me.
Meatball.
Oh, shit! You good?
Yes, I'm okay.
Okay. It looks like they want to get in the pool.
Can I jump in the pool?
The next lady who will remain in the competition and maybe will be able to jump in the pool. Unfortunately, tonight, she may have lost an ACL, but the good news is it's spelled with lowercase letters.
Yep. Nugget. Not too much. We know about you. You try and hit that little shit last night. Yeah, I need to talk to you too about some shit. You better slow down.
Staying with us tonight as well, headed to the pool. Tyler.
Do you have anything to say or no?
Not a chance. Get your ass in the pool. No, I'm not. Hey! Let's take a shower, baby girl.
honestly getting in that bed with Drewski. Let's be real. You're not getting in the bed with him. I'm gonna be in the bed with him. Unless he chooses one of the snow bunnies.
Ladies, I'm going to offer you a unique opportunity right now. All of you have got this far in the competition, and you have a chance tonight to enter into the top 10, which means you'll have a chance to win $50,000 and Drewski's heart.
But you can jump out of the competition right now if you feel like you're going to get eliminated. Lose your chance of winning $50,000. Take half of the love with CJ and try to get $5,000 right now.
If you would like to eliminate yourself right now for $5,000 and
take half of the love
and CJ's heart.
So you know my dumb ass. I was like, is it guaranteed?
Hey, that 5K guaranteed.
5K guaranteed. And half of the love with CJ, but you miss out on the extra $45,000. And
I ain't gonna lie, I ain't got no. Hey, before I got this, that 5K guaranteed.
You can leave with CJ right now. He gonna take you home and he gonna do whatever.
I don't want CJ, baby. If that would have said guaranteed 2 times, I would have went. Cause let's be for real, Juicy, you're not gonna pick no stud. Like,
are you in or out?
Juicy.
You in or out?
Okay, she's gonna wait.
All right, nobody took off.
Okay.
No, that was taking that 5K. He was pitting us to the test. You know what I'm saying? I'm going harder. I don't care if that said 10K. We talking 50K. I'm not propping out now.
CJ, I'm
Next
sorry.
up.
nobody want a piece of none of that midget ass. You know what I'm saying? Like, you could have said you. A little one night stand with you or something could have got there, but not no CJ.
Next up, staying in the competition, headed to the pool. Daddy Yankee.
Daddy Yankee. Yeah, fist bump. Yeah, appreciate it. You don't need this shirt anyway. You good, bro.
Next up, come and collect your rose. Mrs. Bambi.
Bambi.
All right.
See y'all. We don't want to be y'all ass.
You like mess, you like drama, you like chaos. I'm not a hater, but I'm very observant. They named me TT Baby for a reason.
Okay, ladies, it's coming down to the nitty-gritty. Keep in mind, 4 of you are headed home, and the rest of you are headed to the pool and will remain in the competition. Come and collect your rose. T. Grizzly.
Damn. Grizz. We're proud of you, mama. We're proud of you.
The next name who will be with us, Demon.
Demon home. She got them titties out. Titties out.
I was looking. Bay.
They was like, oh wow, making snarky little comments like, what the fuck is oh wow? Like, why would I have gotten eliminated my first night here?
Get that turn on my face. Bro, all that shit.
I just got here.
And you guys love Bay.
Nah, I think they hate her. They tried to kick her out of the room last night.
Like, out of all people, like, why her?
Like, at the end of the day, fool, you in the house now. So at this point, I'm gonna let you know. I'm gonna give you the rundown of what it is. I'm gonna let you know that's my man.
Let me ask you, ladies, we have 6 remaining. 2 of you will be staying, 4 of you will be going home. How are you feeling?
Nervous. Shake it like a stripper, tighten up.
It is what it is.
Next, staying with us tonight, come and collect your rose, please. Himothy.
Himothy. Damn.
You almost left the competition.
I wasn't gonna leave.
How does it feel to leave for almost $5,000?
I wasn't gonna do it. I just want to test the water.
Shake it like a stripper, tighten up. You know what I'm saying? I had to.
The water was warm. Water was warm.
That's all.
That big too, and them. You got big.
And you love.
You can see it through them briefs.
Yeah, he's that short off my moon nut. I felt good. Like, that was a compliment. Like, I don't give.
Drewski, would you like to address the final 5 because only one of them will be staying with you tonight?
Final 5, you know, we've been through a lot, y'all.
Everybody, did what they needed to do in this competition. It's about love at the end of the day. So I'll still even if you ain't in the competition. But you just won't have my heart.
And he will. Ladies, if I call your name, come and collect your rose, go get in the pool, and enjoy your night here at the Could Have Been Love Estate. If I do not call your name, it's over for you.
Gotta get on the bus. But we ain't going to the club tonight.
The name is White Chocolate.
Ah! Auntie, gotta go.
I'm shocked. He giving roses to people who in full-blown relationships. People got roses that don't even like him. I really like him, but hey, if you don't like me, cool. I ain't gonna sweat no. I don't chase him, I replace him, so it's good.
Asian persuasion, gotta go.
Man, what is something I can't do? It's whatever. But low key though, I'm happy. No, I'm not. I'm not that happy. I'm like sad, cause like I really do like him. I'm here really for a good time. I just want to chill. You know what I'm saying? Never seen Atlanta before, so I came in.
I'm just saying, gotta go.
White chocolate.
Go get
She
in the
ain't
pool,
even
White
getting in the
Chocolate.
mud, man.
But she's getting in the pool.
White chocolate, you still getting in the pool? Country, gotta go.
I really, really am shocked. I wonder if there was a mistake. I'm here for the right reasons. It's giving a little distracted.
I don't think I could have did anything else better. Think I did my shit. 2 of my close girls left. 2. E-Baby and Asian Persuasion. So now everyone in my room is gone.
That girl did not talk at all. She did not engage. She didn't do shit.
So ladies, what this means for you is that everything you've been through, all of the mental, physical anguish, the mud wrestling, putting your life on the line, has been for naught.
Final 10. Now what?
It only gets more difficult from here.
Yeah. I'll see the final 10 in the house. Let's get in the pool.
And then there were 10.
Hey! We Jesus' 10 disciples.
Girls, congratulations. You still have a chance at Drewski's Heart, which I know is the only reason you're here.
Hello? Right.
But also $50,000 is on the table.
Yeah, put it on the floor. Yeah. You like a bitch that get down and dirty. Yeah.
Well, listen, I know you girls are feeling muddy. You're feeling gross. I heard some of you are feeling itchy in your privates. It just sounds not fun. And for that reason, and as a congratulations jump, I'm going to say the words, and you guys get into this chlorine and wash your bodies.
I peed on myself.
Meatball just peed.
I had to pee before I got in the pool.
Most people pee in the pool.
Yeah, I couldn't hold it.
You just peed?
Hey,
respect for that. You not
Respect
jumping
for that.
first.
No, respect for that. Ain't the houses no pee in the pool?
I done seen it all.
Yeah, hey, there's no pee in the pool, you right? Yo, bitch, you're officially the realest bitch in the world. Ain't no f***ing way.
I've never seen anything like that in my life, Meatball.
I got pee on my pinky toe.
Ladies, you can now baptize yourself in this could have been love water. And Meatball, the bathroom's inside.
Get that little pee out. Hey.
Can I stand here?
Y'all see the titties, y'all better catch it.
I'm Caleb Presley, and you're watching Could Have Been Love with 10 women remaining with a chance at Drewski's Heart and $50,000. Next time on Could Have Been Love, welcome to the Could Have Been Love Ranch. We have arranged a wide variety of activities: milking, and more milking.
You man up. You be a man today.
Oh no, he look like he about to go down.
You can't put that bitch on that pony, man. Hey! I don't want to transition them all. Jesus ain't do all his work in one day.
This so goddamn, Daddy. You said you farted, so I farted with you.
That wasn't even a fart. That was a little bit of shit came up out of there.
No, it wasn't.
You!
Welcome, ladies, to Coulda Been Love bull riding.
Okay. Oh!
Not everyone can stay with us tonight. If I call your name, please come and collect your rose.
It could have been love. It could have been.
Building a new small sports car? Yeah, I don't really know about that because they don't even have a V8 in their lineup anymore. Well, the CEO said that it might be a good idea to make something sub $30,000. Yeah, doesn't seem like a stretch. I mean, their green screen unveil of their Charger was pretty cool. While they pretended to do donuts. But technically, doesn't that Fiat count? Didn't they already do this? I'm honestly curious if this goes anywhere. Welcome to Dudecana. Dudecana is a head-to-head race around a course with road course elements and drifting combined, proving if you really are the most efficient driver around. With car control tests of your grip management and drifting control as you race against your opponent. Horsepower doesn't matter here, only skill and patience, all with an ending into a perfect parallel parking box. So come out and show off your skills at the first ever Dudecana at Caffeine Octane Lanier Raceway on March 22nd, 2025. Tickets on sale now. So, according to some rumors, Dodge might be playing around with the idea of building a Miata competitor. Instead of building another premium sports car like the Dodge Viper, which, rest in peace, has been discontinued, they might go the opposite direction. So let's break down some of the other concepts that almost happened as a Miata competitor, what Dodge could do with a car like this, and if it's even a good idea. Before we start, I just want to politely ask you to hit the like button because it really truly does help me out in this very unpredictable YouTube world with the algorithm. Along with that, I'd love to hear from you and comment down below what you think Dodge should do right now. Before we get into it, do you think Dodge should build a Miata competitor, or should they try to take their resources and attempt to build V8s again? What direction do you think is better? Put it in the comment section below. And thank you guys so much. I really appreciate it. Just to give you some context, Mazda just hit their all-time sales record last year. And it's mostly due to a few factors. They actually build cars that are very engaging to drive, and even their crossovers are nice cars. They do feel special in that aspect compared to the other brands. There is something about Mazda that sticks out when you drive one. And they've also proven that the Miata is a proven formula that works for their brand, especially in their entire old slogan, zoom zoom, right? It's fun to drive, it's engaging to drive. And it's pretty wild to think that Mazda hit their sales record now, compared to the more golden era that you and I think of with rotary engines and everything like that. You would totally assume that's when they would have had their sales record, but it's not true. As you can imagine with this strategy, a lot of the other car companies are probably looking towards Mazda and going, okay, what are we doing wrong here? What can we do like Mazda to gain the trust of the consumer back? And also it helped Mazda that they didn't give in to the EV stuff as much. All of their cars use the KISS method. Keep it simple, stupid. They're usually just naturally aspirated or basic turbocharged engines with a very nice interior for the money. I'm always shocked when I get in like a Mazda rental car and I'm like, it's actually a pretty nice car. So with Mazda on a high note and Dodge unfortunately kind of at a weird low note right here, not hating, it's just kind of the way it is, and also the state of Stellantis in general, the company that owns Dodge and many other brands, if you're not aware, what could they do to get customers excited about the brand again, to get people excited about the Dodge brand again? Replace all their legendary V8s with a 6-cylinder turbo engine and also EVs? Definitely not in my bingo card of success. Dodge's identity was Hellcat V8s. And I'm not saying the rest of their cars, like their commuter cars and stuff. I mean, when you thought of a Dodge as an enthusiast, you thought of burning rubber, V8s, supercharger whine, intense, fun vehicles to drive and ride in. I mean, the Charger, regardless of its very wishy-washy reputation of like being stolen all the time and also being a part of the takeover problem and all that kind of reputation, the Charger is still a cool car. It's undeniable. It's fun to drive, it's dramatic and ridiculous. And then they went over to the new Charger platform, which, when it comes to cool factor, just isn't there right now. But instead of going towards the V8 option, which we'll talk about a little bit more later, would it be smart for Dodge to go the opposite way? Something affordable, sub $30,000. It doesn't have to be a zillion horsepower, simple to produce, doesn't need all the amenities, just something that's modern but at the same time raw. Believe it or not, this is not the first time Dodge played with this idea, even though it does feel like a century ago since they've even considered this as an option. So let's talk about Dodge Miata concepts that have happened throughout the years. Probably the most prominent one being the Dodge RZR. It was a concept that was debuted at the North American Auto Show. It was all the way back in 2002. The concept was actually appealing for something even today. It had a 2.4-liter four-cylinder engine with a turbo on it, which I'm assuming they would take from, say, the SRT4. That's kind of my guess. It would have been rear-wheel drive with a 6-speed manual, bare bones, not a lot of amenities, and a goal of a weight of around 2,500 pounds. It kind of gives me some Saturn Sky and Pontiac Solstice vibes. But honestly, having a turbocharged 250 horsepower engine in a car this light as a roadster, that sounds like a blast.
That's pretty good.
Especially since you would basically be building a rear-wheel drive SRT4. Sign me up. I also realized that the font of the concept car, the RZR, looks suspiciously like the scooter company RZR, which if you're a millennial like me, you'll know that RZR scooters were all the rage. Like, you would beg mom and dad for a RZR scooter, even though they were the most expensive scooter in the market at the time. It cornered the market with this stuff. Well, funny story, it was a collaboration between Dodge and RZR, the scooter company. I mean, kind of smart, because it's like, okay, here's this big fad that's going on right now. Here's a really cool sports car concept. Let's work together with branding, and people think it's the coolest thing in the world. And I honestly don't think it's a terrible looking concept. It's definitely dated, but if you took some of the design language of Dodge at the time with the grille that was on every single car, is a pretty good looking car for their lineup. However, the back of it is definitely pretty crazy. The back of it definitely gives Chrysler Crossfire vibes, so I'm not surprised that the Crossfire came into existence, because looking at this, there's definitely some influence there. But nothing came of the RZR as a full production concept car, but like I just said, there was definitely some influence for some later models. Then in 2004, they had another crack at it. And this was the Dodge Slingshot, which was actually modeled after the Smart Roadster. Yes, that company, Smart, that is a collaboration with Mercedes. The little smart cars, yeah, they also had these little roadsters as well. Obviously just not sold here in the United States. It was a 3-cylinder car with only 100 horsepower. And I guess you could say it was pretty much a European K car. Very much something you'd find in Japan, like a Suzuki Cappuccino or a Honda Beat. So low displacement, low horsepower, but lightweight and fun to drive. That was the idea of it. And of course, that's pretty cool because the motor was mounted behind you. Dodge took that Smart model, did their own Americanized spin on it. Rear-wheel drive, manual gearbox, fun. But then of course nothing came about it, because I really don't blame them on this one. I really don't know if that thing would have sold well in the States. I really don't. I think the Dodge RZR would have had a better chance than the Dodge Slingshot personally. Then there was the Dodge Demon concept. No, not that Dodge Demon that we all know today, the big Challenger with a zillion horsepower. The original Dodge Demon concept was a Miata competitor. To basically explain it in the simplest way possible, it was essentially a mini Viper. This was at the Geneva Motor Show in 2007, and it had a 2.4-liter naturally aspirated 4-cylinder. So a little bit of a downgrade, in my opinion, to the Dodge RZR, and it had 172 horsepower. So numbers-wise, much closer to the Mazda Miata. But the project was squashed because of, well, like usual, money. The amount of money it would have taken to research and development this car and manufacture it just wasn't in the cards for Dodge at the time. If you really wanted to be a jerk as an automotive enthusiast or an automotive historian, I guess you could say, hey, you could say Dodge already did this. And we're talking like technicalities here because Stellantis owns Dodge, but they also own Fiat Abarth. You know, Abarth, who makes the Fiat 500 Abarth with the little turbocharged engine, front-wheel drive fun car, which has one of the biggest steering wheels I've ever driven. It's like straight Lego hands all the way around that thing. But the reason I bring up the Abarth is the Fiat 124 Spider, also nicknamed the Fiata, because there's lots of similarities between the Miata and the Fiat 124 Spider. Cars aren't exactly the same, but they actually come out of the same factory. While the Miata was seen as more the playful, fun one, Fiat 124, I guess you could kind of view it more as a GT car. A little bit more comfortable, a little bit more plush. And of course, the Fiat 124 had a turbocharged engine, but it was only the 1.4 liter turbocharged engine, and it only made 11 horsepower more than the Miata. And depending on who you ask, a lot of people prefer the Fiat's interior to the Miata. Full disclosure, I'm a Miata guy personally. It was still cool to see a different take on the platform. And honestly, that this car even existed. There was also the cool factor of the Fiata, since you just simply didn't see them as often. If you wanted something similar to the Miata, but you still wanted to stick out from the crowd and be different. And believe it or not, it sold fairly well out of the gate. But with reliability issues that plagued Fiat at the time, and that caused the reputation of Fiat at the time, Miata at the end of the day was the winner of this sibling rivalry. So maybe Dodge could look at this model. It can go, okay, what can we do to stick out more from the Miata? Because in my opinion, even though they had different engines and stuff, the Fiat 124 and the Miata were just so similar that it was just like, why wouldn't I buy the Miata? It's proven, everybody knows it, and it's always going to be good. How would Dodge price it against the Miata? If Dodge is going to be messing around with smaller engines like 4-cylinder turbos and not V8s, how do you build that trust again with the enthusiast community? Or just somebody who wants to buy a convertible roadster? How do you defeat the #1 sold roadster of all time? Well, that's not the only problem for the theoretical Dodge Miata. If theoretically, Dodge went forward with this, and it was within a few years or so, or maybe 5 years, they would also have to compete with some serious heavy hitters that are on the horizon as we speak. Mainly the Toyota MR2 and the Celica. If I were a betting man, I would bet that the enthusiast would buy the Toyota, personally. Sorry. And Toyota even played with the idea of taking